Such a huge effort to get here, the salties must now make their journeys count. A few crocs have been at sea so long they have barnacles growing on them. Some have covered a staggering 80 kilometres of ocean. But even if they've only spent a day getting here, it's the hours ahead that will really matter. They'll need every last ray of warmth, recharging themselves for what's to come. In the last of the light, the crocs get battle ready. The arena is charged. Under the full moon, the crocs move into position. An exhausted female turtle tries to return to the safety of the sea. But the crocs are here for something else. They're here for the hatchlings. This is why they've been prepared to make such long, hard journeys to Crab Island. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Most crocs on the island simply aren't big enough to take on adult turtles. Even for very large crocs, hatchlings are a much easier and safer meal. And there's lots of them. Crocs dominate the shoreline kill zone, but they aren't the only ones with a taste for baby turtles. Two very different but ruthless predators are hunting right on top of each other. They're at boiling point. These ocean giants are still negotiating the Crab Island hunting rights. But the crocs hold the trump card. They can leave their waterbound enemies behind and hunt right up the beach. Even though it's chilly, the heat they've stored during the day allows them to high walk and hoover up the hatchling energy packs as they go. Salties don't normally jog anywhere. It takes a huge amount of energy. but each croc can eat dozens of hatchlings. This is the payoff. It was thought larger, heavier crocs found it difficult to high walk. But the crocs of Crab Island are obviously not reading the salty rulebook. Once again, crocodiles show just how energy smart they are. As soon as one nest empties, they rest, motionless, primed for the next delivery. Squadrons of crocs have the island surrounded. It's not just what they're hunting on Crab Island that's a complete surprise. It's the way they're doing it. They're not spread out like they are along rivers. They gather in groups, up to 12 strong. The superabundance of food is revealing a much more tolerant side. No one knows whether these salties are related, but they seem comfortable with each other. There may be advantages in a group. More eyes, ears and noses to detect the tiny hatchlings. They may also sweep the beach more efficiently at close quarters. Hunting shoulder to shoulder on land like this is unheard of. The crocs of the Crab Island arena are taking the reign of these reptilians to a whole new level. On such an uneven playing field, the only response is to swamp the opposition. Dozens of turtle nests pop at the same time. A race to the ocean in the middle of the night should be the safest time, but not on this island. The crocs show incredible agility for an animal more at home in water. Crocs have good night vision, but in pitch black, they engage all their highly tuned senses. They have a very good sense of smell, and it's likely they pick up the distinctive odour of baby turtles. They may also use their sensitive skins to feel vibrations as hatchlings struggle over the sand. But they're not just skilled executioners. If hatchling numbers tail off, they cruise around the island looking for new action. They're curious animals and zone in when they see other hatchling hunters at work. It's how they'll maximize their success. Crab Island, midnight. the arena goes critical. The predation continues well into the early hours of the morning on a magnitude never seen before. All over the island, up to 40 crocs in different groups are on the hunt. This spectacle, unique in the world, is no isolated event. The feasting will take place on Crab Island almost every night for weeks, even months to come. By dawn, the overlords can eat no more. Full to the brim, they wait for the first rays of light to warm them so they can digest last night's banquet. It might look as if the crocodiles have wreaked carnage on the turtles, but overwhelming numbers of turtles means they are never losers in this beachhead battle. A tiny female flatback, seemingly against all odds, has made it through the waves of predators. She's made it to the start of her oceanic life. She and the other hatchlings swim like crazy for 24 hours, fleeing sharks and other enemies of the seas. Maybe only 1 in 600 hatchlings will make it to adulthood, but that's enough. If she survives, she'll return in a few decades to nest and once again run the gauntlet of the crocodiles of the Crab Island arena. With the turtle nesting season winding down, the crocs respond to a new urge. Many return to their mainland river homes to start a family. This could be the reason they've honed in on this extraordinary annual food fest. It boosts their energy levels, which leads to healthier babies. What may have started as an opportunistic find is now a firm date on the croc calendar. The events on Crab Island reveal just how adaptable crocodiles are. They can make the most of any food, anywhere. Most surprisingly of all, they can get along with each other when and if they need to. And this is what makes them truly great reptilians. The more we find out about these rulers of the reptile world, the more we realize